All I'm saying is grilled cheese with pickles in the middle. Heaven. Hello everybody, welcome to Once Upon a Thursday. Today I'm going to be talking about the Once Upon a Time episode, The Return. This episode focuses on Catherine's return to Storybrooke, a bunch of twists and turns to what exactly happened, and a look at what happened to Rumpelstiltskin's son before everything happened the way that it did. In this episode, we learned that Rumpelstiltskin's son is tired of Rumpelstiltskin's shit and went to find like a dark spirit, but the blue fairy came and gave him a magic bean, and then he was like, hey dad, let's go to this world with no magic and we could be together and we could be happy. And he threw the bean on the ground and it took the kid to the other world, but Rumpelstiltskin was a pansy and he didn't go, so Rumpelstiltskin was stuck and called upon the dark spirit, but then ended up with the blue fairy, and the blue fairy was like, you can't do it, and Rumpelstiltskin was like, fuck you, yes I can, and he was like, I'll make a curse and I have all the time in the world to do it, and damn it, I'm gonna find my son and everything's gonna be okay again. In the real world, we have August running around causing a ruckus because he apparently is sick and dying and needs Emma, and when he doesn't need Emma, he needs Emma to get her ass together. He needs magic to help him to not die, and Emma's taking too long, so he had Rumpelstiltskin try to get it going faster somehow. I don't know what he was planning or what he thought he was gonna do, but he posed Rumpelstiltskin's son, and then it all went to crap and it didn't work out at all. And so whatever, I already know who August is, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know anything else, so don't you dare spoil anything, people, because there are a couple of you who like doing that, and it pisses me off constantly. I have to be careful when I read comments on these videos. Okay, so my favorite part of this entire episode, well, I feel like I keep getting to this point where like I like the episode as a whole, but the end is my favorite part, and I loved the very end when Sydney gave his BS confession and Emma pulls Regina out and she's talking to her, and like and Regina tries to interrupt like for a millisecond, and Emma's like, shh, shh, I'm talking, and she just is like, hey, you're crazy and I'm gonna get Henry back and you're gonna sit back and deal with it, and peace out, bitch. And then like cut to black, pretty Once Upon a Time music, and then everything is wonderful until the next episode, which is like killing me. I am so happy. This is the episode that all the characters stood up for themselves in some way. Mary Margaret stood up to David and was like, hey, you're pathetic. I know that you think you love me, but there's something funky going on, and I'm not handling this crap right now. So back up and get your hormones in check and stop trying to bang me. Like, you just need to do your own thing and I'm gonna do my thing. Back away. It wasn't in those words, but I wish it would have been. If Once Upon a Time was ghetto, that's what it would have sounded like. That's the interaction that would have happened in this episode. I liked this episode. I liked the pace that it moved in. I was upset that I had to stop in the middle of it to cook something because I was so hungry, but it was worth it. Grilled cheese with pickles in it. Just think about that. Like, get a visual image and think about how delicious that is. And if you don't like pickles, then get off this video and go away. I don't want to talk to you. Don't leave a comment. Don't like this. Don't dislike it. Don't favorite it. Don't share it with anybody. Just click out immediately. Leave. Like, go away. Stop. Are you gone now? Good. Now that it's just people that are okay with pickles, or at least like them on some level, this is a good episode, and I give it my stamp of approval. I'm looking forward to the next couple episodes. I'm looking forward to Emma uncovering that Regina was the one involved and that Mr. Gold helped, and that Sydney's just crazy. By the way, Sydney's totally in love with Regina. He needs to get over himself, because that is never gonna happen. I'm a little bit sad that we didn't talk at all about Regina's old boyfriend, and I'm a little bit sad that we haven't seen her crazy ass mom again since last episode. I'm hoping that we get to see her again, because she was cool, and I want Maleficent back. I want bring Maleficent back to this show. I want her here in this show, and I want the fairy godmothers in this show, and I want Sleeping Beauty, and I want Prince Philip, and I want him to be as gorgeous and sexy as every other man minus Rumpelstiltskin in this show is. And August is not doing so hot either. So I wish that, I hope that they recast him in the next season and pick someone who's a little more handsome. Like the rugged bounty, what is that? The lumberjack bounty guy. That's not working for me. It's just not. I'm wanting someone a little more like in between David and the sex god sheriff. Like somewhere right in between there with brains. That's like really smart and really attractive and in every episode that I can just look at and be happy with. Granted, everyone else is very pretty in this show minus Rumpelstiltskin and Mr. Gold. They're both like on that level of like, I'm done with these 7-Eleven guys and these Circle K guys. Give me Costco. Hear me once upon a time. Costco quality. So anyways, I'll see you guys all again next week with the next review. And until next time, peace out. Take it most. Whoa.